Okay, so here we have, I will share some tips about how I use AI tools. So when I tried for architecture, it over engineering, it add a lot of uh, useless stuff. So I don't recommend using AI for architecture. Maybe you can use it for architecture with the planning mode. Here in VS Code, you have something called plan. So plan, it will not write code. It will plan. For example, here, I want to plan to change the color of Hello World. So I want to change uh, the Hello World text theme. So this is plan mode. It will not write code. It will give me what it will do, and I can change the plan, and I can open the plan in a new editor. I can modify it. So it's mostly like PRD, uh, product requirement document. So I think project manager will be able to develop same like developers in the future because they mostly write uh, product requirement uh, documents. So it's working now. So this is a plan. Google made something called uh, anti-gravity. Anti-gravity, it makes a plan with a much better look, coloring, and so on. But this is Copilot. I'm using here Copilot in uh, yeah. Yeah. Here I have also Gemini 3 Pro, my Copilot package, but it's stuck. I think because a lot of people using it right now, so I don't use Gemini 3 Pro for now. Mostly I use GPT 5.1 Codex. Codex is more agentic than GPT 5 with a lot of tools, and it's preview, but it works very well for me. Claude Sonnet 4.5, it or 4.5 also 4.5. It's faster than Codex, but and mostly I use Codex. It's helpful for me. I find it more usable. So here it plan how it will change hello text. It tell me it will do this, that it will add theme, to do this. Then I'll start implementation. That's it. Now it automatically switch from plan to agent without any interference. Now it will start to work on that. One thing here, when you use a high model instead of Codex Mini or Haiku or Grok Codefast mini tools, Mini is very fast, but high when you use something a high GPT 5.0 Codex high, it's slow. It is slow. See, it takes several seconds until it update my theme. So in this case, if I want to work with in a big feature or big story, like adding cropping feature, whatever, I I make two copy of my project, one on desktop, for example, and one in the programming folder. So this is the first step. If you want to overcome the challenge of long time agentic work, make two copy of your project. One that run agent on the second screen, you have two monitors, and the first one on the first screen, and work on two project clone in parallel. So I can use chatbot here and chatbot on the other project. Why I don't make a new window, a new chat editor, and I work in the same project because it will editing same file with by two agents, it will make a conflict. That's why I need two projects to work in parallel. Okay, now it changed it. Let me, before I can tap keep will apply this change. I can review everything here. Also, I can review here by tapping on this one. This will show, if I tap here on the changes, it will show the changes too. So two options to see the changes. I can run before I tap on key, and let me run. Okay, I don't know. Actually, I say I have to keep to use keep. Okay, let me run. Okay. Actually, this is a because it's confusing me. It's this is a applied color. Let me use 50 to know if it's applied or not. Okay, so I didn't see any effect. I can't see uh, the effect on my text, and I continue working with it. So even if I stop the app, I run again, something went wrong here. Okay, so this is, let me show you the document again. Okay, so keep all classes under 400 lines or 400, 500, 600, or so on. Because if you have a class with 1000 lines, 2000, uh, you will waste your context, and AI will struggle, and it will hallucinate. It will give you wrong result, or you will finish your quota very fast. Let me just change. So here reward is applied here. So it just wanted to restart. Okay. Okay, here is up it's applied here. Okay. So now it's fixed the issue. Okay. Now it's working. Hello world very okay. Let me show you a different tool. Let's I have also here Gemini. I install Gemini by Google. It will open Gemini CLI here. You can use your terminal. You can use terminal here integrated in VS Code or external terminal. Doesn't matter. So now it opened Gemini. Let me show you this tool. So change the hello world text to hello universe. Enter. It will use Gemini. It will use your Google account in your workspace. So see, because also here I added something called companion. You need Gemini CLI companion, so it integrates much better with VS Code. So let's see the changes. This is a change. Hello world become hello universe. Okay. It asked me to apply the changes. Tell me here it changed this to that. Um, you will always it asked me auto approve or just this time. I will use just this time. Yes. So now it's applied. Waiting user confirmation. Okay, review changes. Okay, let me refresh. Hello Universe. So this is Gemini CLI. You can use it for anything. For example, I can ask it change all my files in desktop, arrange desktop files, and so on and so on. Here we have Amazon Chat. So you have a lot of quota here. This from your Google Workspace quota. This from your GitHub account quota. This when you log in with your business Gmail to Amazon queue by Amazon team, it will allow us to do change. Okay, let's it use Claude Claude Sonnet uh, 5.4. Change the hello universe to Hi Universe. Apply. Because it uses Claude Sonnet, it is much faster than uh, Copilot GPT 5.1. Here, it made the change very fast. Let me check here. Become Hi Universe. Let me see it. Hi Universe. So you have a lot of tools, options with a different experience, but mostly I prefer using GPT 5.1 with GPT 5.0 codecs, and I will try Gemini 3 Pro and Ops also. I need to try it, but not now. Okay, so let's back to the document. You can add for a maximum line policy by a linter, by a script, by whatever. Here I have a script called count lines and do all this magic. Let me run it. So it will check all Dart file in my code and it will report which file exceed 400. Let me exit out of Gemini. So now Gemini exit. Here is the quota. It tells me the usage, everything, how much time I use it, how much is left in Gemini Flash and Gemini Lite and so on. Let's clear that. Here also the quota of Copilot premium request. I use 60% of my monthly quota. So I will finish it, today is 5th of December, so I will finish it next week mostly. Let me try here count line, so Dart. I will run this Dart script. So I check all my Dart file, no file found with 300 lines. Let me adjust it, make it instead of 300, I will make it 100 lines. So it will report for me how many files that exceed 100 lines. No file with 100 lines. This one is 29 lines. So let me use 20. Okay, actually, it's look like it's somewhere else. Okay. Yes. Yes, it report. It tell me this file, count lines, which I already had it here. It have 200 line and this one have 28 line. So you can do a script, you can use a linter, whatever. I found that Dart and Flutter had a linter that allow calculating the maximum line, so I can apply it. Let me refer to that. And you can add it to GitHub, so you ensure that your files doesn't be much long. Okay, how to tell the agent that I don't want files to exceed 300 lines and or tell it to run Flutter analyze after each change. For example, I can make go here and I told agents.md. Agents.md is your guideline. Every tool, Gemini CLI, Copilot, Cursor, whatever, it's a universal guideline for your AI agent. Copilot in Kickstarter is a guideline for Copilot only. Every tool it has its own guideline. Cursor have dot cursor and so on. So let's use the universal guidelines here. After you finish your changes, always run Flutter Analyze and check the linked issues and fix it. So if add a new files, I don't want any linter issues, wrong code, wrong indentation, and so on. You can ask it to format your code after every change and whatever. This is a global guideline for all your AI tools. Let's go back. So this is maximum line. Always refactor after each AI change. If you don't refactor, you will have a spaghetti code eventually. So use AI, then refactor, make things simple, or you can use AI to refactor and so on until you certified that your code is clean. Otherwise, AI will make a messy code. This is one that how to make guidelines. I already uh, show it to you here. Okay, let me apply one thing. I want to make a calculator, or let's add. I want to add a button here, so I will use Amazon Cubicle. Add a button to show high alert. So it will add a button here to show high alert. Okay, one thing here I will show you in the settings, telemetry. Always disable telemetry. So don't report anything, or don't share anything with the AI tool you are using. So here all is off. Always search for that in your setting to disable everything. Here everything is disabled now. Okay, what else we have here in setting? Auto approve. In auto approve, let's see, edit here, this section for terminal auto approve. You can use edit setting here. So for example, Flutter command, it won't hurt my system, so it's okay. Auto approve when you use Flutter. Find, set, L, grep, npm run compile, it won't hurt. This one actually doesn't work. You can use regex, but this one doesn't work. I don't know why. So let me delete it. So you can define your auto approve commands you will use, so you don't have to manually auto approve it. Okay, let's go back to this one. Now it's completed. Let me check. I want a button. Yes. So now it make a button with high one. I want this button to use a neumorphic design. So neumorphic, I will ask it use. I can use Copilot. Use neumorphism. Button by the following library. Neumorphism. This is called neumorphism. It makes things more like a realistic button. So let's apply it. Use neumorphism button to my button, which is button where to my high button. To my by the following. So agentic GPT-1 codex it will go to this one, to this library. It will fetch the documentation. It will crawl over it, over its classes, and so on. Even it can crawl over your local classes. It make a Python scripts on the fly to crawl here. It's fetching the documentation from the GitHub itself of this package and so on. I add also here some tools to help it do this stuff. You can add Figma, Sentry, Context 7. This one, it also read the documentation of libraries, Dart. It can read the Dart errors down there, and so on. You have a lot of things you need, but I have here 63 tools. You can use MCP tools. So it doesn't get confused. Now it fetched it. It found the more morphic, make a planning, everything. Any questions so far? Okay. Now it go to my pub spec. It added it automatically here, and it run Flutter pubget. It doesn't ask me for approve because I added for auto approve here in the setting. Let me show it again. Auto approve. Here I have Flutter, it auto approve because Flutter, there is nothing called Flutter remove files. So it's safe to add Flutter command, all Flutter commands in auto approve. Find, grep, grep is like find also, npm compile, and so on. Now, why it run Flutter analyze here? Because in the guideline here, I told it after every change you do, run Flutter analyze. Check if you made any bugs, any wrong code, linter issues. So here it found a linter issue, and it have to run Flutter analyze. Yes, yes, sir. Sign up. Yes, there is a MCP. Let me first apply this change. So here is the current. Let's apply this change. See, it become polymorphism here. If you can see this edge. So we have a lot of MCP for everything. So MCP Appium, let me, there is MCP powered, AI powered MCP for mobile automation with Appium. Similarly, control Android and iOS device through Appium. It needs some research. So here, it has these options, find element, type text, long press, and so on, so on, so on. So device control. So you can tell it, I have this screen, find a specific, find that and do this. It can make a test scenario for you, but I don't know how it will work. There is a Appium text. Let me Appium MCP, and there is emulator MCP. I don't know how it will work exactly, but you can check how this works. I think it will be helpful for you. And also you can organize your test cases. You can tell it, give it, for example, here I have diagnosis here. You can give it, MCP will pass the diagnosis uh, to Copilot. So you can identify why this test cases failed. So you can make self-healing for all the test cases. This is what I think it will be used for. So this is how Copilot work, integrate libraries, it fix issues, and so on. So I finished my quick session about how I use uh, agentic tools and as AI assistant. Any questions? Okay, thank you, everyone.